Snakes will sometimes eat their own tails, mistaking it for prey. This happens when they're under extreme stress, causing them to become confused. In this state, their natural urge to hunt and eat is so strong that they don't realize that they are eating their own tail. And if they swallow enough of it, it can get stuck in their intestines and cause a blockage. This blockage can cause permanent damage and can often be fatal. A doctor would drill a hole in your head if you had a really bad headache 500 years ago. They would begin by shaving the area, then use a hand-operated tool to start drilling into your skull. Some of these doctors believed this would allow evil spirits to escape through the hole. In reality, the procedure had a very low success rate and probably just caused more pain. If you walk barefoot over dirt, a hookworm can use its sharp mouth to penetrate your skin and enter your body. Once inside, these parasites migrate through the bloodstream and travel to the throat, where they are swallowed and end up inside your intestines. Then they clamp onto the intestinal walls with sharp curved mouth parts to feed on your blood. The worms stay there for several years, laying eggs and feeding until they die. If a mouse eats food that's contaminated with toxoplasma, it loses its instinctive fear of cats. This dangerous shift in behavior is not an accident, but a manipulation by this parasite. You see, toxoplasma needs to get into a cat in order to reproduce, so it causes the infected mouse to become unusually attracted to the scent of cat urine, bringing it closer to cats and essentially causing it to sacrifice itself. This sinister survival strategy ensures that toxoplasma completes its life cycle in the cat. Punching and kicking the eyes and gills can be an effective way to defend yourself during a shark attack. This can deter the shark from continuing its attack. Also, maintain strong eye contact as much as possible if you can, as this may cause the shark to lose interest. If it does lose interest, slowly and calmly back away towards safety, keeping your movements smooth to avoid splashing. Priests would remove all of your internal organs if you died in ancient Egypt. Now, they would leave your heart, since they believed it was essential for the afterlife, but they'd store the other organs in jars. Then your body would be covered in salt for 40 days, which sucked out all of the moisture and prevented you from decaying. Afterwards, your body would be wrapped in layers of linen and sealed in resin, making you a mummy. If you stopped blinking for 30 seconds, the moisture on your eyeball would start evaporating, and over the span of a few minutes, the first layer would dry out, since it relies on the eyelids to cover it with moisture. After about 10 minutes, your vision would become blurred as the tear film breaks down, and a few hours later, all moisture would be gone, causing damage to the cornea, which would significantly impair your vision. A contact lens can sometimes slip up under the eyelid and become stuck. This can occur when eye movements displace the lens from its proper position. Now, normally, you can use eye drops to moisten the eye and dig the lens out. But sometimes, if you can't reach it, a doctor will have to pull it out with tweezers. An earthquake bed will swallow you up as soon as it senses an earthquake. It instantly raises up walls around you to form a secure box, essentially sealing you inside a reinforced shelter. The structure can withstand heavy loads and remains intact even under the pressure of collapsed walls. And it even has food and water hidden inside in case you're trapped for extended periods. If you took out one of your bones and somehow molded it into a chunk about this big, you might think it would be completely crushed under the weight of a car. But human bones are actually made of a tough mix of minerals and a stretchy protein called collagen. And this makes them so strong that a single cubic inch can support the weight of nearly 5 standard cars.